the Enforcement Dirctorate raids in West Bengal and the drama that ensued, the Calcutta High Court is currently hearing petitions of the agency and the TMC. The agency has sought action against the Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, for obstructing the raids, while the TMC wants the confidential documents returned. In the latest, the ASG has said that if there is no data seized, how can I maintain it? Therefore, the petition is vague and not maintainable. The ED has not taken anything. Mamata Banerjee took away data. We don't have possession of anything. In fact, this is what has been said. So the arguments currently playing out, and my colleague Rajesh Saha is joining us on the broadcast. Rajesh, we saw all the developments in West Bengal, very, very dramatic visuals of the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee walking in and then walking out with the files while the raids were taking place. Take us through what's happening in the court. What has the court said on this?
So the hearing is underway right now. The single bench Justice Shubhra Ghosh is hearing the petition of ED and TMC, both inside the Calcutta High Court. But ED is currently want the matter to be adjourned because ED's counsel, as Assistant Solicitor General S.B. Raju, has said the matter to be adjourned because that same petition is already pending before the IPAC Court, since ED has already approached before the Supreme Court few days back, and right now that matter is not listed yet, but they are saying that matter should be heard at Supreme Court only because the same petition with the same context are pending before the Supreme Court only. So, but TMC is now opposing the plea of Enforcement Dirctorate because TMC is claiming we are not informed about the matter, whatever is pending before the Supreme Court, because we are not in the caveat, we are not a party at the same petition filed by ED. But ED has opposed again, saying that they have already filed a caveat before the Supreme Court. But TMC has already cleared their stand that they are not in the caveat. The caveat was filed by the state government, but TMC as a political party was not in the caveat filed before the Supreme Court. So TMC wants the matter to be heard today only, but ED is claiming the matter should be adjourned for a few more days because ED's counsel SG S.B. Raju has said that already 3 to 4 days have already passed, and that matter can be kept after a few more days because nothing will happen right now because both the matters are pending before the Supreme Court and High Court, of course. Now the single bench Justice Shubhra Ghosh is hearing the petition of Union government, and S.B. Raju, the Assistant Solicitor General of India, is right now representing the Enforcement Dirctorate. He has said that TMC, how can TMC be a party of the in this petition, because the Enforcement Directorate has conducted a search operation inside the office premises of IPAC, which is a private company, and this has nothing to do with the TMC as a political party, because they have searched inside the private company, not inside the political party. They haven't any relation with this political party, so they have nothing to do. They have no information. They have no knowledge about this petition. They had no idea what was going on inside the premises during the search operation. So based on an imagination, they have filed the petition. This is not maintainable. And S.B. Raju has also said that this petition it is not maintainable because Chief Minister herself taken away all those devices and crucial data from the IPAC office and from the house of Pratik Jain, who is the director of IPAC. And since DG of West Bengal Police and Commissioner of Police of Kolkata and other officers were also involved, so let them be a party. Unless they are not being a party in this case, this is not maintainable. This petition filed by TMC is not maintainable. Right now the hearing is underway. Justice Shubhra Ghosh, led by the single bench of Calcutta High Court, currently hearing the petition of central government.
Okay, all right. So the Enforcement Directorate, Rajesh, in the court has said that the petitioner is not linked at all to Pratik Jain, who was being raided. In fact, it has also mentioned what has happened, the sequence of events that took place as well, also going on to say that there is no connection whatsoever of the TMC with these raids, and these arguments are continuing in the High Court. Can you also give us the details of what has been said in the court? Has the court made any observations until now?
Not yet, not yet. The Justice Shubhra Ghosh of single bench in Kolkata High Court is currently hearing the petition of S.B. Raju, who is the Assistant Solicitor General and representing Enforcement Dirctorate. He is now speaking. He is now doing the submission on behalf of Enforcement Dirctorate. The court has not made any observation yet.
Okay, all right. Let me bring in Priyank Tripathi as well, joining us on the broadcast. And Priyank, now after the Enforcement Directorate made its submissions, we're told the TMC is also arguing in court. What is the TMC's versions of event? What has the TMC said in court?
See, Pratibha, they are yet to make their submission before the court, but the important outcome of the hearing is that the Enforcement Directorate has made their official submission before the Honorable High Court in Kolkata that they have not seized anything from the two premises. Whatever had to be seized from their side, it has been taken away by the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, because she was the one who reached to the location. And remember the kind of plea which was filed by the Enforcement Directorate. They were also mentioning that the document has been seized, taken off forcefully from their hand. So that's an important thing, that the ED has made it official that they have not gathered any kind of evidence from the searches at this two location. And what they have also mentioned before the court, that all they want is free and fair election, and it has nothing to do with the TMC party about the individual whose premises were raided by the Enforcement Directorate. So there are two key takeaway pointers which can be summarized after the hearing which is going on in the court, is that Enforcement Directorate has said that they have not seized anything. The second thing is that Pratik Jain searches, these two location searches, of one at his residence, second one at IPAC office, has nothing to do with the TMC, because they are looking at the overall investigation which has been initiated by the Enforcement Directorate. The Kolkata government side has only made submission that they should make it very well clear that she is an honorable Chief Minister of the state, and she should not be addressed with this kind of name. Her actual name as the Chief Minister can be taken. There are few more pointers which we are getting to know from the court hearing, where the ED Council on instructions have, the hearing is still going on, where the ED has sought 2 more days of time period, where the ED Council on instructions, I am making a statement on 8th of the January, nothing has been seized from these two premises. So basically same kind of statement coming out from the ASG to S.V. Raju, where he's making an official submission on behalf of the Enforcement Directorate that nothing has been seized from this side.
Okay, all right. In fact, as dramatic as the visuals were when the raids were taking place, the West Bengal Chief Minister coming in and going with the files, the Enforcement Directorate has said that Mamata Banerjee has taken away data from the spot. But we have some dramatic details of the hearing in the court as well, Rajesh, because the TMC is said to be saying in court that the ED is threatening inside the court as well, going on to say that their rights are being taken away. What are the details?
See, S.B. Raju, who is representing the Enforcement Directorate, has also made another submission saying that Mamata Banerjee has already said all those things which ED was supposed to do. So ED has not seized any article from the premises of Pratik Jain and office of the IPAC, because no record has been seized by ED. All records were illegally seized by Mamata Banerjee. And he's saying, how does one petitioner who was not there at the premises to be the petitioner? How can he be the petitioner of this case? How does a petitioner be authorized signatory who was not present at the premises? And how does he know the nitty-gritty of the case during the search as well, because ED was doing their investigation in connection with the coal smuggling case, and in connection with that same case, ED was conducting the search operation inside the office of IPAC and also the house of Pratik Jain. So the petitioner is not the signatory authority, and the person whose premises was searched, he has not come before your bench for this as a petitioner. He is is not the petitioner. But who is the petitioner was not present inside the premises, and he was not the party, and he was not under our investigation. We didn't carry out any searches at the premises of the petitioner. So he does not have any relation with this case, with this petitioner. So this is not maintainable. And he is also saying that the search was not connected to TMC and whose residence and office the search was conducted did not come forward and complain before your court about the seizure. And Justice has said, please don't read the entire petition. Please point out the important points only, because we are not going to listen the entire petition. But SB Raju has said that we are not reading out the entire petition to delay this hearing, but we want this matter to be adjourned because the same case is pending before the Supreme Court, and please keep this matter after a few days, after one decision comes from the apex court only.
Okay, all right. Very shortly, we're also expecting the court's observation to come in as well. But before that, Priyank, what is the action that the Enforcement Directorate is seeking against the Chief Minister after the claim that evidence was taken?
The breaking input which we are getting from our colleagues who have been reporting from the court hearing is that the Calcutta High Court has said that dispose of. We are yet to know that what exactly has been the observation from the court. But certainly, Pratibha, while speaking about what Enforcement Directorate has done, they have already moved to petition before the apex court, where one of the petition is on the behalf of the ED officials who were part of this particular searches at the two locations in Kolkata, and one is from the Enforcement Directorate side. So before the apex court can actually decide the powers of the Enforcement Directorate in this kind of scenario, since it's a hostile kind of situation whenever they carry out searches in these states where the central government does not have their stake on. Certainly, situation is certainly difficult for them because their powers have already been contested time and again, which we have seen in the past, something which has happened in Jharkhand, something which has happened in Kolkata once again. So these are the true basic factors on which the Enforcement Directorate has moved to the apex court, where the apex court is yet to decide the powers of the Enforcement Directorate so that they can go on with full authority, because you can imagine that they have got a CRPF security, they go for searches at some location, and then the Chief Minister of the state barge inside that location and the documents are being taken by that particular state Chief Minister. In this case, it was Mamata Banerjee. So it is very difficult for the Enforcement Directorate to actually act on these kind of scenarios. You remember what had happened in Jharkhand, where ST/SC cases were made against the ED officials when Hemant Soren's residence was raided. So it is a very difficult and tricky kind of situation for these kind of central probe and federal probe agencies to act on those hostile kind of situation. Now it is for the apex court to decide that what is going to be the powers which the ED can be holding on. So what I can certainly see that the ED plea is in Supreme Court, the TMC plea is disposed of, and the ASG has once again stated that I'm obliged for the patient hearing by the apex court, and the Calcutta High Court has certainly disposed of the matter.
Okay.
So now we'll have to see that what could be the final argument from the ED side when they have sought 2 weeks of time period. On the other side, the matter will now be heard at the apex court.
Okay,
Back
and
to you.
Rajesh, importantly, the ED has said that we have not seized anything at all. TMC has also asked for that to be recorded by the court. Tell us why this is important. Also, the Enforcement Directorate has told in court as well that Mamata Banerjee has taken evidence.
Yes, exactly. It is saying that we have not seized a single thing. We couldn't seize a single thing from the premises of office and residence of Pratik Jain, because whatever Mamata Banerjee has already taken away, we were supposed to seize all those things. So we couldn't seize a single thing. And TMC has also said, let this matter be recorded that they have not seized anything. Not only that, AG is also saying all these matters are pending before the Supreme Court on the ED's power to seize the documents. And he has also said all these issues they have raised are pending before the Supreme Court. I have pointed out that similar matters are pending before the Supreme Court. And I want to file an affidavit on the maintainability. He's emphasizing on the maintainability of the petition filed by filed by TMC.
So it's a
Thereafter,
setback.
you may hear
Rajesh,
the
just a
other
moment.
side.
It's a setback to Mamata Banerjee with the High Court disposing the TMC's petition. Bhavtosh also joining us on the broadcast. Bhavtosh, take us through what happened in a court, and it's a setback for Mamata Banerjee and the TMC.
Well, in a way, it's a setback for Mamata Banerjee, but more importantly, today the Enforcement Dirctorate made a submission before the Calcutta High Court that they have not seized anything from the two premises that were raided. One was the Pratik Jain's residence and other was the IPAC office, saying that whatever they had seized during the raids and searches that were conducted on 8th of January, that has been taken away or seized by Mamata Banerjee. In fact, there were heated arguments that went on for over 1 hour, where in fact ED leveled a very serious charge that when they carried out raids and searches that lasted for 1.5 to 2 hours, whatever they had seized or trying to seize at the two premises that were, while they don't have anything with them, they said that those things that were seized by them have been taken away by Mamata Banerjee. Now, in the petition that have been filed by the Enforcement Dirctorate, one by the Enforcement Dirctorate, another petition that has been filed by the Enforcement Dirctorate, 4 officers, they have claimed that CBI probe should be ordered primarily because of the fact that they have said that Mamata Banerjee has stolen or there has been theft of the data or at least of the documents that they have carried out or they have searched in the premises that were searched by them on 8th of January. In fact, there were very heated arguments between Dr. Menka Guruswamy, the senior advocate representing the West Bengal government, and S.V. Raju, who was representing the Enforcement Dirctorate. S.V. Raju continued to maintain that they have powers to carry out raids and searches, and that entire matter is pending before the Supreme Court. And they have said that the Calcutta High Court should not hear this matter, primarily because of the fact that Supreme Court is seized of this matter. The Calcutta High Court, in fact, time and again reminded S.V. Raju is why he's discussing this. He continued to maintain that Section 17 of PMLA covers this, gives them powers to carry out these raids and searches, and that ED was within its power to do so. He also reminded the Calcutta High Court that the petitioner in this case, West Bengal government, should not have been a petitioner, primarily because of the fact that they were not the ones who were being searched by them. It was a private individual who was Pratik Jain and his organization IPAC that was searched, to which Menka Guruswamy reminded him that IPAC was in fact associated with the TMC and with the party also for a very long time. S.V. Raju maintained that the manner in which they searched is very disrupted, requires a hearing in the Supreme Court. Now the petition has been disposed of. ED again reminded that they have already filed a petition in the Supreme Court. In fact, what happened next was very interesting, Pratibha. Both of them, after heated argument, in fact, appreciated that the Calcutta High Court heard this entire issue very patiently. Now the matter goes to Supreme Court. One has to wait and see when this matter will be heard before the apex court.
Okay, all right. Bhavtosh, do stay with us. Rajesh is also with us. And Rajesh, because we saw such dramatic moments where the Chief Minister was seen walking away with the file as well, and we saw these developments in the court as well, where the ED said that she took the evidence. Now we have a setback for her. The petition of the TMC has been disposed of. Politically, what does this mean for Mamata Banerjee?
So let me tell you the latest breaking news, because Kolkata High Court has already dismissed the petition filed by Trinamool Congress, and that matter has been adjourned. Justice has said that since the application and the context all are same with filed before the Kolkata High Court and Supreme Court by ED, so let this matter be heard at apex court only. So the matter has been disposed and adjourned at Kolkata High Court by the single bench of Shubhra Ghosh, and the petition filed by Trinamool Congress has been disposed by the single bench justice at Kolkata High Court.
Okay, all right. Bhavtosh and Rajesh, thank you for joining us with those details. With that, it's time for us to slip into a short break. We'll be